Not at all.
Oh, no base of support.
So
Sad
I think
story, huh?
Yeah. So I think 2012 is going to be a wonderful golden time for.
Okay, and you know what? This big shift, we're already in it.
Oh boy, we are.
Okay, it started over 100 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Sure. But you know, look, 2012. I believe the Mayans knew what was going on, but I think that's the fulcrum. It's the point beyond which there's no going back to the old way.
Yes, I agree.
We may already. God, we're so far along that path. It's wonderful.
Oh, the die is cast. I mean, we're going towards it because more and more people are waking up.
Yeah,
it's just fascinating. I get emails from all around the world. People just digging,
Oh, that's great.
Oh, it's just exciting. I mean, how do these people find us? It's like
yeah.
It's like, how did you find me? He said, well, I was just nosing around. I Googled this and Googled that, and I found you.
Yeah. No, they were guided. These are the good old days.
The what, sir?
These are the good old days.
The good old days. Yeah. So what's going to be new on your agenda, you and Carol, going forward with World Without Parasites? I know that you're going to go to a big deal with the Best Day Ever, David Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
When's that happening?
That's in 2 weeks.
Oh, in 2 weeks.
November 14th to 16th in Anaheim.
What you going to do out there? Just talk about the Zapper and stuff?
Yeah, he wants us to do a presentation on stage there, and he's been promoting it, and he's apparently going to come out with a longevity program.
Oh, yeah.
That includes a Zapper.
Oh,
Maybe
good.
I'm speaking out of turn, but
no. I think it's part of the what he used to call the spiritual immune tonic system, SITS, which he's now called its spiritual immune longevity program, and the Zapper is definitely part of that.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's talked about it because I'm a member of his website.
Yeah.
The Best Day Ever. Yeah, so he's talked about that. Yeah, he's very sold on the Zappers, boy.
Yeah, he's a sharp guy.
Yeah, the old Woofy, the David Woofy.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a thing called the Russian Sputnik?
Yeah, I heard about it years ago, and then I saw it on your site, and it's something I'd like to promote. I think it's a wonderful Zapper, really great.
Do you think it's
going to swallow?
Do you think it's going to work? Because I just purchased one.
I know it works. Look, there's 2 electrodes in a circuit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, any Zapper kills all the worms in your colon, but it takes about a week. This thing, if you got a lot of worms and parasites in the colon, they're all dead within a day, because you got this thing going right through the intestinal tract.
And what we believe is that it will get it in the pancreas, and it's real tough to get them in there because of the blood flow and stuff.
Well, it's really, in fact, you can cure diabetes in most cases within a day or two with any Zapper. I mean, any Zapper.
Just to kill those.
Yeah, and I don't know what's behind somebody making that claim, but all the parasites that are in the organs, the heart, the liver, the brain, pancreas,
Zappers will get
kidneys,
them all.
it kills them all in 20 minutes.
That's
apparently,
a beautiful thing.
Because the problems associated with those things they clear up really fast.
Do you know that Sputnik? I just purchased one, and it's in Russian, but it's got this little thing which is like a big OO capsule, Don, and then it comes with this little
LED.
Yeah, but that it's got this little thing that you're supposed to activate it before you swallow it.
Oh, well, it must be.
Do you know how you would activate
to complete the circuit?
I wonder how that works.
Well, I'll tell you what. I found this out by accident, and somebody told me years ago, but I wasn't ready to hear it. But the LED, the little blinking light on a Zapper, is what uses most of the current. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So in any Zapper, all the Zappers have pretty much the same circuit because you're just producing a simple square wave.
A square wave, right?
Yeah, and it acts through capacitance. It loads the skin up with ions. Some of that migrates through the skin, and that's what ionizes the inside of the body. Okay, so a simple circuit. But we also invented this thing called a sucker punch, which blocks surveillance equipment, and we discovered it accidentally in Los Angeles 6 years ago. We were under box surveillance. Every agency you can think of, and then a bunch of them we don't even know about. We're following Don Bradley and I around town. Everywhere you look, there are feds, and even the LAPD, everywhere. And as soon as you make them, identify them as a cop or wave or something, they peel off, somebody takes their place. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. We couldn't get it. We go in a store. Some of the clerks were feds. And we see them on the highway later on following us. And so that went on for hours and hours. We went to get a hamburger at some place he liked in Van Nuys. And I say, I wonder what happened when we turned this sucker punch on, right? So I turned the sucker punch on. It's just a Zappers circuit with a Mobius coil around a crystal. So we come out of the burger place, and there's no feds, none. So, and they apparently couldn't track us on satellite because his car was loaded with bugs. They do that. And so we took advantage of the situation, went over to Jet Propulsion Laboratory and put a whole bunch of orgonite around it. And even the guards inside didn't notice us. So, and they didn't find us again until we drove into his driveway in Pasadena a couple hours later.
That's amazing. That's
so,
great.
That was my first hint that, it blocks surveillance. But then when the psychics look at it, they can see it happening, too.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people that do the gifting carry around a sucker punch. Andy makes them. They're not expensive. ctbusters.com, quebecorgon.com, organizeafrica.net, oregonaustralia.com.au. Anyway, a whole bunch of people make these. We don't make them because we didn't want to profit from it.
Uh-huh.
So gifters who take this stuff out when they're busting the towers, the feds have to look at them with their eyes in order to see them drop this stuff. They can't track them with satellite. They can't monitor them other ways with GPS. So it really puts the feds in a bind, CIA, MI6, KGB, Mossadamites, all these secret police agencies. It really frustrates them. Nobody's ever done that before. Block surveillance with a simple device.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Don Croft, do you think it matters what kind of sine wave that I get on my inverter for my solar? Some people are saying that it needs to be a perfect sine wave. Do you think that's true? So it it's not harmful to my health?
No. The harm from electromagnetic stuff comes from the frequency.
The frequency.
Yeah, 50 to 60 hertz range is harmful to human health. It's not real bad. You can block it. Orgonite changes that. Tesla resisted that with everything he had. He tried to make him put a healing frequency out, which wouldn't have cost any more. He knew about that.
Instead of 60 hertz.
Yeah. Well, they did it because, that's the way corporations are. They're parasitic, and they want to exploit and sicken people. It helps all of the other corporations.
Yeah.
Well, you put a tower buster under a high-tension wire, high-tension power lines, throw a tower buster out there, and you can measure the effects, the bad effects, the intense electromagnetic radiation will disappear within 20 minutes on a trimeter. Anybody can do this.
Mm-hmm.
So you're changing all that horrible energy from high-tension power lines from nuclear power plants or hydroelectric dams. You're changing that into life force when you throw a tower buster. Yeah, do it every half mile or mile under the power lines, and you're causing that to be an instrument of healing. And that's what busting all these towers is doing. You're ending up with a net result. The net result is you've got a whole bunch more life force in the atmosphere than if the towers hadn't been erected.
So then you could just put some of these very inexpensive little tower busters around your home, and that neutralizes the 60 hertz from your electricity.
Just put one on your electric meter. That's enough. It doesn't take much.
Just one on your meter.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
and a lot of people say that it reduces their power bill considerably.
Really?
I haven't done that experiment, but a lot of people say that by half in some cases. And I don't make the claim. I'm just saying what people have told me.
Sure.
Yeah.
So then, what you guys going to be up to in the future? What's new stuff or some things that you want to?
Well, we started flying.
Oh, you started flying?
Yeah. See, most of the worst weather weapons are on mountaintops. And in 2001, after the feds blew up the World Trade Center, they made it impossible to drive your cars to the mountaintops. They put iron gates across all the roads and cameras. Okay, so I built an airplane last year, and I started dropping orgonite onto these mountaintop arrays.